came this way to get the map. There's usually a map on the table, and we do have a map. I've already got a lot of the mapping done, but roadmap, tourist guide. Don't need the road map. I can't remember if I've activated a tourist guide. Well, hey there, soldier zombie. Full strength soldier zombie. I should be able to beat down a soldier zombie. I just want to have good visibility so I can see if any wasps are coming my way. Hemostatic and IFAC and everything else I think I've got. Mostly functional is Sappy Vest. Keep forgetting, I gotta wear this. Alright, no more crocodiles coming out of the pool, please. This is one of the better garages again, but we'll check it from the back door. This is the same garage that we had at the other spot. So, a million more arc welders and welding goggles and so on. Oh, engine crane! Alright, it was worth it. It was totally worth it. That's one of the big things I was hoping to find. It's one of the last things that were possibly going to cause me a little bit of an issue. Fold that thing up. I don't care if I'm overweight. We're taking that with us. What else we got? Welding tanks, arc welders, masks, goggles, batteries. Bottle jack I don't need now. Don't need jerry cans. Heavy duty tow cables. We're doing, if we're gonna base out of the fire station, I don't have multiple Z levels, so I'm not gonna worry about. Actually, let's take one of these heavy duty tow. Oh, no, not a tow cable. That's not what I want. Never mind. Ooh, Taylor's kit. Can fix my gear. Pop upstairs. We'll do a little bit of gear checking up here. By candlelights. I love the way it looks with the goggles. Turn those off for a moment. Activate. Taylor's kit. Repair. Rucksack. I need rags. There's no rags up here, are there? That? Is that a recharge station? That's a recharge station. Sure, we'll take a recharge station, I guess. Other reason this would be a good spot for a potential base is you got the machinery on the roof here that can provide you with frames and tanks and all sorts of other raw materials for building with. No rags here. Do we have curtains? We do have curtains. Butcher. We have rags. Activate. Oh, not cauterized wound. Hey, look at that. No damage chance. Okay. Gear is mostly fixed up. Gear is completely fixed up. I just got to remember to take that Taylor's kit fully loaded with thread with me. I can do these kind of spot check repairs when I get the free spot. Candle off. And we are out of here. A sappy vest, medical gear, recharge station, folded engine crane, UPSs. Uh-oh, something fell to the pavement. Come here, UPS, I'll carry you. 68.58 out of 68.75. Alright, bike's all full. That's good. It's time for us to head back anyway. We got too much good stuff. From where we're at now, let's see. Home is way the hell up here. New home is way the hell down there. I kind of want to drop some of this stuff off at new home because I don't need it up at old home. I guess it's just due east when I get to about here. Make the decision whether to go north or come south. We're going to be stretching the limits of capacity in the Humvee. We're probably already far beyond it. Make it in one trip anyway if I don't put cargo spaces in it. Stamina back. There we go. Unfortunately, I think it lights me up, so turn it off. Don't need gas. Is that got... Can't quite tell because of the night vision. Gas pump. That's a diesel. Gas pump, that's a diesel. That's a diesel. Man, that's a lot of diesel. Alright, so that's a good source. Well, it's saying they can't see me up there, so maybe we are okay with the current positioning, even with the headlight. Test it a little more. Yeah, they're not seeing me, so we're okay where we're at. Okay, how far do we need to go? 2 more intersections before I need to make my turn. What a mess. Wonder who made that mess. Weird noises. Okay, decision time. I guess it's not really all that much. Let's go. I'll just put cargo spaces into the Humvee before we move, and that'll give me more than enough to transport everything at once. So we can either go north here or over to the next block. Go north here. Gonna get poisoned? Ooh, he didn't explode. Alright, we gotta go east, northeast. Zombie Necro Boomer. Now we should be home free. This is our mostly cleared area. Feral human, zombie cop. It used to be a nice, quiet neighborhood. Whoops. Lost my map memory of my home again. Too much traveling. Okay, there to there. In the vehicle. Keep the shotgun, keep the repair kit. I'm gonna keep the engine crane in there too. I'll need it if I go out and grab cargo spaces. I'll have enough space if I don't load this up too much. Well, actually I don't know what the new cargo space is, if they changed volume or not. Yeah, leave it in there. We'll figure it out. Go. Hey there, Wakazashi. How you doing, buddy? Okay. Motorcycle, I banged it a few times. So far, it's still hanging in there. Getting a little worried about it. Might be time to bring the welder out and do some repairs. So, the Humvee, the motorcycle... we got no vehicles with cargo nearby that I know of. I lost my map memory again of the immediate area. Alright, let's not worry about that yet. Okay, good trip. We got a lot of really good stuff. Filled in a few more important gaps in what we were going to need. Pretty much the only thing I need now is I just need to sit here in the base and get my mechanic skill up. I think we've got everything else that I need material-wise. Other than, it'd be nice to get, like I said, an APC over to the base, to the new location, so I can tear it apart for the frames and armor and so on that I'll need for the motorcycle. But let me take a break. We're a little over 3 hours in. I need to go stretch the legs and get another drink. I'll do that. I'll be back with you folks here in just a short bit. Okay, back for some more. Hey there, Norgonis. Thanks very much for resubbing. Kill every zombie in the multi-city? Yeah. It's not never-ending. It could be done. It would just be insanely boring after a fairly short amount of time. The problem is, as I demonstrated or figured out earlier, that a lot of zombies are dying and their bodies are going into bushes, which hides their corpse, and then later they get up and they crawl through a window and die again. So it'd be really, really hard to track everything down. But without wandering hordes on, shuffling zombies all over the place, you could do it. It wouldn't be as fun as you think. I've done high kill number challenges before and basically abandoned them because I got real bored. So mass carnage is fun for a short bit, but gets old pretty quick. Okay, what were we doing? We're going to hang out in the base. We got all of our gear fixed. We've added knee pads and elbow pads, an ammo pouch, which I'm still not sure I need. Pack gloves, mouthpiece. What are we sitting at? 46 torso encumbrance with our backpack on at its current fill level. Not bad. Fighting 30. Cool. That's a good number. Alright, let's get the goggles off. Oh, candle supply is getting low. I'm gonna have to go raiding again. Let's see. Go ahead and throw a little bit of bandaging on. We'll just stick with the makeshift. They're doing just fine. That'll heal up on its own. And we're working on a mechanic still? I think we got to 3, right? Oh, not quite. That's the big holdup now, mechanics. To at least get the vehicle stuff started. So it's probably time to actually get moved down to the new base and start getting that area cleared and get the vehicles down there and all that. What you up to, zombie dog? Come to check things out? 6 a.m. Stop there. Very hungry and thirsty. I don't want to... I want to just keep eating the vegetable oil, so we'll just be hungry for a bit. Yeah, I need to get mechanics to 8, 7 or 8. I always forget. The military armor is the highest and hardest thing to repair. One little zombie keeps peeking into my view range. Coming for me. Coming for me! In 30. Keep reading. Need to go to at least noon. We'll read until we finish this level. Probably be 1 o'clock. Pretty close. There we go. Alright, we made it to level 3. So we finished off under the hood. Oh, that's right. I need to use this tourist guide and then ditch it. Now we can enjoy the sweet, sweet yummy-liciousness of raw animal or animal oil. Where are you at, animal oil? Animal cooking oil. Any tips for newish players? How about the entire quick tip series, the entire university series, Both tutorials. You gotta be a little more specific. Yeah, what I tell everybody, all new players, the number one thing, if I wanted a new player to understand one thing about the game over anything else, it is learn how this stamina bar works, what makes it go down, what makes it go up, and how to control that. That is the number one player killer in the game. So, yes, you die because the zombie reaches into your chest and rips your heart out, but that happened because you ran out of stamina. It's almost always, other than turret deaths, it's almost always you running out of stamina that is the thing that got you killed. But understanding the walk-run and how to take advantage and leverage running versus walking and knowing when it's appropriate to do either. Understanding how your stamina is going to drop while you're in combat. Understanding martial arts and how a lot of their counters and blocks use stamina and that can get you killed. Understand the stamina bar, by far. Most important thing. After that, probably the speed info. What speed means, what this number here means. That kind of stuff. Just real base mechanics. But that will save you more than anything else. Understanding those really, really well. So, watch the whole Uni series. It's funny. People tell me that. They like, I just watched the whole Cataclysm Quick Tip series. It's not really designed to be watched from start to finish. They're designed and set up to be self-contained and named in such a fashion that you can easily go to YouTube and type Cataclysm DDA stamina and be able to find a quick tip on it or so on. So they're kind of intended to be just read or watch as you need them type of information. But I mean, I'm fine with it if people want to watch them from start to finish. That's okay too. But I kind of originally envisioned them and set them up so that if somebody had a particular need to learn about a system, then they could easily go find it via the university or the quick tip titles and be able to watch just the one that they actually might need help with. What was I doing? I was talking about eating cooking oil. That's what I was talking about. Lots of cooking oil. I got distracted from my cooking oil binge. How much cooking oil can I put in my belly? Apparently that much. Wait a few minutes for my stomach to process some cooking oil. Still normal weight. Uh-oh. Got to keep nomming on the cooking oil. Wait another 5 minutes. See if we can get a little more room in our stomach. No. Looking like we've topped it off. Oh, yep. We can sneak a few more in. Look at that. Okay, now we're fully saturated with yummy, yummy cooking oil. See, we healed up almost completely without even sleeping. Man, the healing rate in default is just crazy high. Crazy high. We need another healing nerf. Healing nerf, please. Man, I laugh when people get all bent about the healing nerf that already happened, and I'm like, ah. Okay. All you Wolverines out there. Any prediction on how Fredd will die? Fredd will die by boredom. Fredd will die when I decide it's time for Fredd to die. Or if I get really, really unlucky. It's possible for me to die. As I demonstrated earlier, we just about hit a circumstance that might have killed me. But it's pretty hard for me to die on these game world settings. This is an easy game setup for me. So, I mean, normally I play absolutely terrible characters in the worst scenarios with ridiculous game world settings and artificial restrictions and goals. This ain't that. This is not even remotely that. So, this is more a demonstration and an example for newer players to kind of watch to understand how they can also survive in a megacity environment. Because I'd seen a lot of chatter and a lot of comments on Reddit and Discourse and Discord and so on. People just wailing about big cities and how impossible it is to move around and how they're always instantly killed and so on. So that is, it is very much the case if you don't know what you're doing that will happen. But with a little bit of practice, a little bit of experience, 400 or 500 deaths, and you too can maneuver through a megacity. Off to sleep we go. No, experimental's not a week old now. There's valid experimental builds available, because I'm playing one. So builds 74, 75, and 76 are all perfectly good to update to. They did not fail or anything. We still haven't fixed the fire problem, but they're perfectly fine. Only on your third attempt, avoid megacities. I would recommend that. Megacities are not something you want to try. I mean, feel free. It's up to you. You can definitely learn a lot, but treat it more like a learning session than a full, I'm going to stay alive at all costs kind of thing. Because, yeah, you definitely need to know. Can you smash a toilet at some point? Added a PR. Yeah, I saw that message, but my question is, why would I care? Is it just wax so I can make more candles? Because usually I just loot for candles, because I need the other stuff anyway, but I'm assuming that's why you've got wax in the candles, or wax in the toilets, so people can make candles. I can't think of any other use for wax. Candle. Wax. So tallow, lard, all the different types of lard, which you have to make. So wax. We can go whack a toilet, get some wax, and try to make a candle. What else was needed for the candle? Wait a minute, how come I don't need, like, candle making proficiency, or wax molding proficiency? Let's go find a toilet. Bathroom. Toilet. Uh-oh, but I got 24 water in my toilet. Let's go grab that water before we smash the toilet flat. What do I have? Do I have any jerry cans over here that aren't full? Come here, steel jerry can. Whoops, apparently I did not grab the jerry can. Hate it when I give the command, but I don't notice that I dropped it to the floor. Hey there, jerry can, now on my fire pile. We'll drop the bat. No, no, grab the jerry can. Oh, this time it picked it up? What the hell? I was wielding the bat. Why did it not? I'm confused. Whatever. Alright, now we has an empty toilet. Let's smash the toilet. Wax! 100 wax from a single toilet, and it's 1 wax per candle? That's quite the deal. Well, I couldn't pick them all up. Apparently not. My inventory is full of jerry can. Let's leave the jerry can up here, where I'll remember to look for it. Drop wax in 3 different piles. Activate candle, craft, candle. So all it takes to make more candles. Now, so how does this work? Is it 1 per charge? Okay, wait a minute. Candle charges 0, 100 charges of wax. So, and I'm confused. Well, let's make 1 and see what we get. Red. Oh, I don't have any fire going, that's why. Just use the hot plate. Yeah, there's a full candle. So there's supposed to be 1, not 100? I guess that seems like an awful good deal. So I didn't notice the it does need short string or thread, which is no big deal. That's understandable for a candle. But yeah, 100 wax in a toilet. that seems like an awful good ratio there. we found the problem, did we? Easy way to gain fab depends on the level and what materials you have. So you want to learn how to use this menu. Do the if you look down here at the bottom, you have different things you can do. One of them is the question mark key, and well, that's more the backslash key or forward slash. I mean, why does it not show forward slash on that? Is it showing it below that section that I can't see? But then you can type in. If you see here, you've got different search filters. So what you're looking for is the primary skill used to craft. So you do P:, and then fab, and now it's going to show you only fab recipes. And you kind of scroll through and you look for things that have the smallest component requirements. It gets a little complicated because I don't know how to explain this shortly, but by doing the filter, though, you'll at least cut the list down. And you want to just look through and you want to find things that you have materials for. And then you make them. So washboards are pretty easy. It takes planks, though. Shoulder straps and so on. Fishing hook's a good one. So fishing hook's one of the Fab Zero recipes. They're ordered by difficulty. So the highest... the most difficult, the highest skill levels are at the top. As you go down the list, it gets smaller and smaller. So you usually want to craft something of your equivalent level. So if you're level 2, you want to do level 2 recipes. And when you hit 3, you go find a new recipe and you do level 3 recipes and so on. So that's kind of the way it works.
Haven't seen your stream for a bit. Everything good?
I missed one day. Man. One day. Everybody thinks I disappeared. Yeah, everything's fine. Just missed one day. We're good. I've been doing a lot of 7 Days to Die in the not Cataclysm time frames. What was I doing? I got all distracted now with the candle thing and the toilet wax and the how do you raise fab question. So we can make candles, so we don't have a light problem. I don't want to eat yucky vegetable oil while I'm going to read. So let's have some real food. Let's have some happy making food. Some of that, some of that, some of that. Take off our barboot helm. And let's wear our harmonica. Alright. Has the PR hit yet that prevents you from playing instruments and reading simultaneously? I thought I remembered something about a change going in for that. Oh yeah, let's evaluate these other books we brought back. Shotokan Karate. Clothing Designer's Portfolio. That should be the last of the clothing books, or tailoring books. Yep, tailoring to 8, right there. So we got the books all the way to 8 for tailoring, for fab, I believe for mechanics. I know we have all the all the computer. I don't care about food handling. I don't care about chemistry. Or applied science, I guess as it's now called. So yeah, no unarmed combat though, unfortunately. Alright, so we gotta move on to a new mechanics book. Biodiesel, 30 minutes, no bonus. Is that our only choice? Or, ooh, -1. Yeah. That's a terrible book. Alright, so it's going to be biodiesel. So, again, we have to question, it's dark. Are we going to head back out again? Hey there, Vasor. Thanks much for the Prime sub. What's your current opinion on Survivor Suits? Just got most recent character level where they can craft it. Survivor Suits are always worth it for their stats. The question now is it worth it because of the time the proficiency system is requiring to craft it? That's the real question. The question is not, is a Survivor Suit worth it? Survivor Suit is always worth it. It's the best armor in the game. Period. So, the reason for that is 100% coverage. It's got good stats, good values, good protection, and 100% coverage. That all by itself is a massive, massive factor that I think too many new players don't understand the coverage system and just how big a deal it is, the difference between a 95% coverage and a 100% coverage. Also, you only need up to a certain amount of protection. Once you hit 12 cut, 12 bash protection at 100% coverage, you can't take damage from 95% of the enemies in the game. 95%, that's a totally made up rough number, but the vast, vast majority of enemies you're ever going to face in this game cannot do any damage beyond 12-12. So if you've got 100% protection at 12-12, you're basically immune to damage. So why do you want 50-50? What's the point? The only reason you want the higher number is because if you get shot. If you get shot, you've already screwed up. You shouldn't be getting shot. So the difference between having enough protection for 95% of the enemies versus having enough protection to keep you alive if you get shot, the difference is so huge and you use it so seldom, I've never considered it worth it. So armor like the Asapi vest, it could have 1,000, 1,000 protection. I'd never wear it because it's only 85% coverage. 15% of the time, you're not getting 1,000, 1,000 protection. You're getting 0, protection. And you're going to hit way too many times, and it's going to bypass that entirely way too often. So when you've got 95% coverage versus 100 coverage, as long as you can get that 100 coverage number up into the 12 range, you're fine. You're good to go. Just don't get shot by anything. If you plan on getting shot, then sure, you want to stack on some pretty heavy stuff. But even with a Sappy vest, like I said, 15% of the time, that bullet's going to go right on past it, and you're going to be dead anyway. So I much prefer not getting shot and wearing just enough protection, so I minimize my weight requirements, I minimize my encumbrance values, but maximize my coverage 100% at certain numbers, and I'm good to go. As you can see right now, I mean, we're wearing plate mail and all sorts of stuff, and we're still getting nicked by enemies. That's because they're bypassing it. It's only 95% coverage. So every once in a while, their full damage is coming through and getting caught by my inner layers. So, yeah. Survivor Suit's great. It's always wonderful. The problem is just that the proficiency system now makes the Survivor Suit such a massive task to try to put together that that's really the question. Is it worth it for the amount of time it takes? I haven't made one in a while because I've been kind of sidestepping the whole proficiency system and have been doing just fine. And yeah, I haven't really bothered to buckle down on a playthrough to see how long it actually takes.
Haven't been able to watch live lately. Glad to catch you.
Is Alienware sponsoring me? They are not. They need to sponsor me. No, this is free advertising. No, I've just I bought Alienware systems way back before they were purchased by Gateway and so on, and Dell, or not Gateway, Dell, whoever. So way back when they were originally kind of one of the big ones. So this hat's pretty old. But no, they're not sponsoring me. I just like the hat. Gateway got bought out. Wasn't it HP that bought Gateway? I can't remember now. Somebody bought them, absorbed them, and then basically destroyed them. So, nobody countered the Evanesco, huh? Alright, fine. Put you over here, hat. Yeah, very, very few things have 100% coverage, so you want to be very, very careful when you're looking at things to check that coverage value. That's why I was earlier picking up those flame-resistant suits, because they are 100% coverage for their body parts. So, close to the skin layer, which is awesome. Not very many things are close to the skin layer, and you get 3/3 protection at 100% coverage. So, having the flame-resistant with the judo gi on the normal layer, plus the plate mail on the outer layer, is quite the combination. I just need to get these cleaned up and repaired and put on my body. And we'll have a flame-resistant suit tight to our body, close layer. We'll have the judo gi on the normal layer, right there, normal layer. So it's giving us 5/5, or giving us 3/3 protection also. Only 95%, but for what it is and how much encumbrance it's giving, it's still a good deal. And then, of course, the plate mail on the outer layer. So they're not conflicting with layers. I'm not getting additional penalties for that. And we'll have 3 different layers. So if they do bypass my plate armor at 95, I've got one more chance at 95 to stop 3 points, and then 100% chance to stop another 3 points. So again, only a trickle of damage is actually going to get through. Now, it's too late now to be telling me to put the hat back on. You had your chance. I wait a little bit. Once I've taken it off, it's off. I'm not going to be taking it off and then putting it back on, then taking it off, then putting it back on again. If you want to counter it, you got to counter it quick. Let's see. What else was going on? Time for some more water. And oh yeah, I was debating, do we want to head back out again? I want to locate a cargo space or 2 that I can weld into the Humvee to transport all of our stuff down, because we're now at 552. How much are the trunks again? The vehicle cargoes all got increased. No, not you. Trunks are 200, so we've got 600 space, not counting the amounts that we can put into the seats. There's probably another 100 from the seats and the box. So we got about 700 space in the vehicle. We got some in the motorcycle. That only holds 68 when full. And with a few things that are laying around, we actually might be able to do it with only 1 trip. The problem's going to be getting all the vehicles there, because if I drive down there in one vehicle, then I've got to run back to get back here to get the other vehicle and bring it back, or bike ride back. I haven't found a folding bicycle yet. I love the folding bikes for those reasons. Yeah, what I need to do is I need to get a few more hats. I'll have to set up a PO box so people can send me hats. You know, new hats. And then we can rotate through hats or something. People can pick a hat instead of just hat on, hat off. Then we can have football team wars where people can bid up their own football team for me to wear their hat. Or for me not to wear their most hated team's hat. Something. We'll see. Okay. Oh, look at that. We're losing speed because we're playing an instrument. I love that one. That's my favorite debuff still. Playing an instrument, you move slower. I can see it. Focusing on playing music distracts you. Nah, if we're gonna do hats, we're sticking with just standard ball cap style hats. Nothing's too silly or garish. That the hat tip? That's the other way to do it, I guess. Just tip me and I'll go buy the hats directly myself and ship them here. What I'll have to do is have a comment line in the direct donation thing. So when you tip there, you just say what hat. But no, I want some geek hats, some movie, well, maybe not movie hats. I don't know. We'll see. It's one of the few things I can think of that I'd be willing to do for audience participation type stuff. There will be no singing, there will be no dancing, there will be no fake drama or wailing and gnashing of teeth and all that kind of stuff. There's plenty of other places you can go to watch that kind of stuff. Is a fez too garish? Only if I can wear it with a bow tie. Gotta have my bow tie if I'm gonna wear the fez. Or was he wearing suspenders with the fez? I can't remember if it was bow tie and fez or suspenders and fez. You guys keep distracting me. I gotta make decisions here. We try to make the trip down there in the Humvee. I don't think I'll have a problem making it down there. The Humvee may stop working. But I think we'll be able to get there no problem. I'm really enjoying having my cleared neighborhood here. And getting all the reading done that I need to before we move. So we're gonna keep doing we're gonna keep reading. We're gonna keep doing mechanics until we get it up to at least 6, which is gonna take us a few more days, and we'll go from there. I'm not too worried about the full moon bonus at this point. We've gotten everything located already that's really critically important, so yeah, that's my decision. So we'll read by candlelight at night, and when I remember, when the sun comes up, we'll go read outside. So while we're doing reading and eating, if anybody has any questions about the game, how it works, mechanics, things I do that you're not sure why I do it, how I do it, feel free to ask in chat. All of my live streams for Cataclysm are very much tutorial times as well. I'm always happy to answer questions. So they can spawn, but they're not likely to be something you're going to find very easily. So a question I asked last time we were live streaming Cataclysm was, has anybody in recent times, in experimental, found a house basement that has a lab entrance? Because I cannot remember the last time I found one of those. Distant memory. It has to have been at least a year, maybe longer ago. I can't think of a single time that I found recently a house basement laboratory entrance. I mean, prisons, yes, research facilities always have them and so on, but just a normal generic house with a laboratory entrance. I cannot remember the last time I saw one of those. But you're going to have a problem finding labs otherwise, because they generally spawn on roads in between the towns, outside of the town areas. So you're not often going to see them. They will be there. Some will show up, but it'll be pretty hard to find them. Okay, whoops, see, I read too long. We just read most of the daylight away. So we burned out another candle. Good thing we know how to get more candles. Child dies. They're crawling through the windows, killing themselves again. Alright, there's Mech 4. Let's pop back down for a moment. Get some more water. We're going to have to source some more water here pretty quick. I got to keep eating, actually. Oh, nope, we went overweight again. After we processed all that vegetable oil, we went back to the overweight status. So for anybody that's having problems with the nutrition system, here's the way to deal with it in 2 simple steps. Open character sheet, look here. If it doesn't say overweight, eat a lot until it does. Then you don't have to worry about it, just eat normally or whenever you want to, but at any time this does not say overweight, eat a bunch. And when it's back to overweight, you're good to go. That's it. That's the nutrition system. If you just follow that one simple rule, you'll never have to gripe and moan and have me answer in Discord or Reddit why You don't understand the food system. That's all you need to do. Back upstairs. More reading. You feel like the labs infested with ants don't make sense? They're a hell of a lot easier now than they used to be. I used to refuse to go into labs that had ants, not because of the ants, but because of the fact that a lot of the walls were crumbled in those labs, which meant that turrets would have open lines of sight at you that you couldn't control, and you'd get killed a lot easier. But they removed the random turrets, which basically removed the problem, and now it's just ants. The ants are only on the first level or two. I think it's actually just the first level. I don't think they go even any lower than that. So they're no big deal. Ant hills connected to the labs is a normal map generation thing. Just a certain percentage of labs have the attached anthill. So it's a feature, not a bug. Is what I'm saying. All right, sun has gone down. We're tired. We're way out of whack on our day-night cycle now, but I don't really care. So we'll switch back to a night-day cycle where I can read during the day. We've been flipped where I was running around at night, but we'll stop that for now. So let's go back to cooking oil. And I guess a little more water. Alright, our belly's full. Turn off the music. Did something change? Nah, nothing really changed. I do it more. I mean, it does help. I just personally got sick long ago of trying to min-max my focus. It's just so irrelevant to try to do it because reading drains focus so quickly that you only get that focus bonus for the first few minutes of reading. And when you're planning on reading for days on end, it's impossible to keep the focus up. So the focus is always going to equalize down to a particular number based on the book that you're reading. And it's no harm, no foul for me to use the harmonica to do it, so I don't mind throwing it on, mostly so new players get an understanding of the system, and they might ask me why I'm playing music or something, and I can talk about how morale and focus and so on works, but generally, I really could care less. I don't really bother trying to maintain focus. The only thing I care about morale is keeping it high enough where I'm not prevented from crafting or anything like that.